17. Hi, how's it going? You got a 77 today.
I did.
I got on this bus yesterday on empty. Isn't that funny?
Well, it's an interesting bus.
How is it?
Well, it starts so slow when you accelerate, and then all of a sudden it takes right off.
Yeah. Well, as long as it doesn't break, I guess that's good.
That's the main thing. Hi, thank you. Hello. Thank you.
So how are you still having to detour, eh?
No, not right now. I'm okay right now. Look what I found down on the floor.
Ooh.
A toonie.
Lucky coin, George.
Well, it goes in the fare box.
That's your lucky coin though, eh?
Yeah, sure hope so. Oh, speaking of lucky, somebody in Calgary last night won $1 million.
What?
Yeah, the guaranteed. Lotto 649 has a guaranteed.
So did this bus come out of Vic, eh? They don't normally have these.
That's right. No, big car.
Were you surprised when you got this one today?
Not really. On a rare occasion, I'll get one of these. It's okay. The mirrors are good. Got the mirrors set up. Dash vents.
I was on this one yesterday on Max Till. Isn't that fun? Oh, I got on this one in 7722 as well.
Okay.
I got such a big bus fleet now.
And I believe 7722 is out here today.
Oh, yeah?
Somewhere. I think I saw it.
11 it must be.
I believe so.
Because you never see the other 12.
No, that's right.
7722 was also on Max Chill. Isn't that funny?
That is.
So you show me when you take off, it's a little sluggish. You gotta put your kneeing system up, right?
No, I just didn't lift it up.
How has work been today?
Not too bad. So far, so good.
You got a few people on today.
I do.
Did Cliff hop on with you yesterday?
Yes, he did. Not until about 6:30 and 6 o'clock in the evening. Wow.
I was already off, right?
That's right, yeah. He had a lot of bottles he collected. Wow.
I didn't get home till 9 again last night.
Wow. How did you get out there to Airdrie from here?
It's Chestermere. He drives me.
Oh, okay.
We just have our car parked at Heritage.
Oh, I see. That's nice.
I had an easier time getting up today.
So you've been out to Saddletown too, haven't you?
Oh yeah.
Well, that's good.
But I prefer, since I catch your bus, it's better to park down south since I do a lot of the south buses.
That's right.
I see what you mean when you take off.
Yeah. Yeah, once you get it going, it's okay, but it's
Nice engine though.
Yes. It is.
Cummins diesel as always.
That's right.
Did you see any of the other 11 route today too? There's 22 then something else.
Yeah, 7722, I think that's on the 11.
Then there's another 11. Wonder if they have a 79.
That's right.
11's weird. They go on a stretch with a bunch of 77s. Then you don't see any 79s for a while.
No, that's right.
You don't never get a 7800 though.
That's right.
Well, you did a week ago, didn't you?
I think I got one, yeah, but not very often.
So this is my last day out for the week, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Good to see you again, as always. Football weekend for you?
What's that?
Football weekend for you?
What, fall?
Football, like, are you...
Oh, yes, that's right, yeah. As a matter of fact, funny you mention that, there's a game tonight.
Rams and... Not Rams, is it?
No, it's the Atlanta Falcons, and I believe it's the Carolina Panthers. I'm actually taping the game. I wasn't going to, but Atlanta is such a bad team this year. They've won one game out of 7 now. They've already missed the playoffs.
Big time.
Yeah, so I'll watch to see how bad they are.
So you haven't had the detour today?
Not yet. I told my super, ooh, there's a nice Cadillac. That's beautiful. It's an old
Cadillac's on your bucket list, right?
one. Yes, it is. That's an old one. Boy, it's in nice shape though. Wow. Yeah, look at that.
Ooh.
Now, so I can see how it takes off.
See, you just hit the gas and it just took off.
Yeah, there's a delay for a second and then it takes...
I got 7718 on my channel as well.
Oh, okay.
17 as well. I got like over half of the fleet of these.
Wow.
Since they're being retired, I'm gonna have lots of footage to look back in 10 years' time.
That's right. Yeah, that'll be good.
Do you think if Calgary Transit let these go, do you think they would have 10 more in them? 10 more years if they let them keep going?
Yeah, the way they are, the body's in good shape.
Yeah.
If you keep it up, sure.
But I mean, sometimes the motor rears from the kilometers, right?
Well, that's what they monitor. And they rebuild them about 800,000 kilometers, so... It also depends on how many times they've rebuilt the motor. So
Like something would break down in it.
Yeah, I believe...
Like 7738, that bus does not sound good, eh? They have it in service.
Right.
But it seems like when it takes off, the engine's fans are loose, or there's something wrong in the engine.
Yeah, you can sure tell sometimes.
Like, it sounds really funny, like, you know.
Yeah.
Like, it just sounds like a regular Cummins diesel, but when it takes off, it seems like there's something beating when it takes off, like you can hear it.
That's right.
Run these for as long as I can, though.
Yeah.
It seems like they don't break down very often, considering, like, you had a 78 breakdown and it's only 17 years old or something.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
Some of them are 18 though. They have a couple 02s.
I can't tell. There's no sticker to tell what year this is.
01, it's 19.
Wow. So 19 years on this one. Wow, soon to be 20 years. Whoa. They sure got their mileage out of this one then.
Oh, have you ever driven 7701?
Whoa, now that one I'm not sure.
There's 21 that went by. I wonder where that's going.
Yeah.
I got 21 on my channel as well.
Oh, okay.
How was the evening last night with the wife? How is she?
No, everything was good.
Tell her I say hi when you get home tonight, eh?
Okay. I will. I'll do that. Thank you.
You tell her about your day, like you tell her that I take your bus every day.
Yes.
This bus kind of reminds you of the 32 one then a little bit.
Yeah, that's right.
I thought I saw more at the intersection. Sorry about that.
Oh, okay, thank you. Thanks very much.
I finished working around 12 midnight last night.
Oh, wow.
I did Route 99, a different route yesterday.
Okay.
The Acadia one, have you ever done that one?
Yeah, so many times actually. Did you say 39?
Route 99.
Oh, okay. No, not since they changed the number. I haven't done it, but I used to do the 39.
Was that Big Bus?
Yes. As a matter of fact, it's funny you mentioned that because it was the Route 39. I was doing that on a Saturday night one time and it was pouring rain and I didn't have anybody for 5 hours.
That's chillier than I thought. I was at Lincoln Lake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was
so.
wondering, I thought something happened.
No.
Oh, good, okay.
Yeah, no, it's just after another school.
So that's a different time to come out, is it?
Yeah, because, I mean, well, I just walk to the train usually.
Okay.
And then just catch the 153, which is not bad. It takes
No.
like 15 minutes.
Okay.
Like, if you're going the 22X, it's like, boom, you're there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
So I don't mind. I don't mind going to the Evergreen and the Maple Ridge School
Yeah.
because they're close enough. But
Yeah. That reminds me when I used to do the 92 Douglas Glen, and it used to go to Douglas Glen first. Then you leave Anderson Station, you just fly out Anderson Road, and you hit Durban.
92's now Mackenzie, by the way, eh? Mackenzie Town?
yeah,
They
yeah.
changed
Yeah,
it.
92 goes up there. That's the lake part. I think is Copperfield is 153 or something.
Okay. Somebody in Calgary next year got $1 million.
Really?
Guaranteed prize on Lotto 649.
I didn't know you had a little thing here to go with your
Oh,
COVID.
this?
Oh.
I need a Kleenex on
Is that a Kleenex or a shower soft?
It's to keep the curtain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sliding.
Oh, so yeah, we'll
But
go
that's
this-
just the thing, like, you know, if you get a runny nose or a sore throat or something, we're out for like 3 days, you know?
Yeah.
So that's what happened. Someone was like, on Friday I got a sore throat, so
Okay.
she had to stay out for 3 days, 5 days.
That Bannister Road gave the news last night.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that's what
Oh, George, look at the students.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know, that's a nightmare there.
Where that overpass, like that bridge thing?
No, the Bannister Road.
Going to Fish Creek there. Me and him had the detour because of the COVID test.
Oh yes,
So
I know,
what's happening
right?
is it's
Yeah.
backing up for 5 or 6 blocks.
And then,
Oh
like,
my
when
gosh.
I'm...
Yeah.
So what's
And
happening is
Yeah.
the fire department, if there was ever a fire, they can't get in.
they get sued, I tell ya.
They have no place to
Big
go.
time.
They got cars parked, so they can't take cars on Bannister Road if they're in the lineup, and it's bumper to bumper. So they can't pass up, they can't
I'm
go
gonna go all the
forward.
way here, so don't get
What a
bombarded.
nightmare.
seems like one school is out. That's what I don't like about, this COVID. You get sick, you are out of commission
And
for...
it's just a cold, right?
I like your mask.
Oh, thanks.
You're out of commission for like 10 days.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And like, what if you're a staff working at the school? They need you, but you have no
Well,
choice
this
but
is me. I'm at a
to
bunch
stay.
of schools because of it, right?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, so you're dealing with the kiddos, right?
Yeah.
So you have to be extra careful.
Oh yeah, we're cleaning and cleaning and cleaning. I'm done with it. So done. Because they have no school tomorrow.
Oh, okay, thanks for the...
Yeah, it's Halloween.
I didn't see you on
PD Day. Usually they have November 1st off, but because Halloween was on Saturday this year, they decided to take off the day before. Yeah, but Sunday's the 1st.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
So what schools are out yet tomorrow, you said?
All CBE as far as I know.
Yeah. So
I don't know about Catholic.
Yeah.
I would think so, but I don't know. The Catholic might wait till Monday. I don't know.
Like Jake ran in front of a car.
So George, you might not get your load tomorrow. If the Catholics are out.
Yeah, he did.
I'm not sure. I know it's CBE for sure.
Jake was up to me.
They run on a different schedule, Catholic.
Yeah. But I think Halloween time they always seem to go like the 1st. Because All Saints Day is on, I think, the 1st.
So they might be off tomorrow because of that.
Yeah, or Monday, I'm not sure.
I still remember.
Because I know last year I used to volunteer at the rec center and some of the kids there got November 1st off, and that was Friday last year.
Right? Yeah.
And they got Thursday off because of Halloween.
And I think the teachers figured out what's the point of having us? We're not going to pay attention anyway.
You know what? If you had them at school, just do fun Halloween stuff for the
Right?
day.
Yeah. Yeah, they had a party today. School I'm going to, yeah. They had their big party.
Okay, wait, what's the stupidest
So
question?
they'll be nice and hyper and sugared up.
Maybe some cavities if they don't brush their teeth.
Or what?
I don't know. When Caitlin and
Drink some water.
like Caitlin.
How is the school there? Is it operating smooth?
Yeah, we've been
He
good.
asked me
We've
how
only
to
had one
spell,
case since the school opened, so that's not bad.
I looked at
Out of 500 kids?
Are you serious?
But I don't know whether parents are just telling, like they're just keeping their kids home for a week, you know?
Sounded out.
They're not saying anything, they're just, but I think the health services has to tell. Once
Yeah.
they know there's a case, they have to let you know, right?
I laughed so
But
hard.
as far as we know, he's
Under
got
my
one
breath.
case.
It wouldn't beat me up.
That was like a month ago.
It was so funny. Like, yeah, you would have beat me up if I laughed at him for not knowing how to say.
And like the thing is too, you guys got behind on your safety drills last year because the school shut down.
That's no fun.
So your evacuation drills got behind.
Doesn't he have like really expensive shoes?
Well, I think we've done a fire drill. We've done a lockdown.
Remember that
Yeah.
time?
So yeah.
He was dating someone.
But I mean last year they shut down. This year they shut down in March, so you couldn't do anymore.
Yeah, dated for a solid like 2 weeks.
Did you do one last month as
Yeah.
well?
Yeah, we did a fire drill and a lockdown.
Yeah, I was really surprised too.
Last month, just so they could be refreshed.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate when you're by the fire alarm and it goes off in your ear.
Yeah.
My ears are ringing so much after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, and then
Do you got like a fire bell system or is it like
Yeah.
a...
No, we have a fire bell,
large-
yeah.
a large
And
one
when a
that
lockdown
goes
happens, the
down,
police
unplugged.
come.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they show them what happens in a real
He
situation.
lost it so bad because they were stained brown.
I found the fire bells are really loud. When I went to my elementary school, that's what we
Right?
had.
Well, it's so scary because they're telling you to get out, right?
Yeah. Sometimes after a while, if that sound gets too long, I get out pretty quick. But I mean, sometimes students jam the hallway, so you gotta listen to that a little longer. By the time I get out, my head is like pounding.
I'm not sure.
What school kids are you doing with it? Grade 1 to 6?
No, 4s actually. So it's K to 4. A lot of schools are K to 4 now.
Yeah.
And then 5 to 9.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. So they consider middle school now 5 to 9. There's a few schools that are K to 6, but not many.
Have you ever been on the really old C trains before?
Yeah, well, I lived here for 40 years. So
The
yeah.
80s.
When they first came out.
I can't believe some of them are still around.
Hey, yeah.
But they're starting to decommission the rest of them now.
Me and him got out. And walked to the
Once they break down, they don't have any parts to replace them,
That's
so.
ridiculous. Hey, that was poor investment.
But hey, you got your money's worth out of them poor old things.
I don't know. They actually cost a few dollars. Hey.
You know some of our older diggers have 3.5 million on them,
That's
so.
crazy, eh?
So, our new ones are breaking down more than them though.
Yeah.
So they have a few old cars left. That actually happened to us once. Train broke down, so they brought the old train out.
Okay, it was reliable, more reliable. Eh?
And then and too much computer for the other one.
You're welcome. That's not bad. You're welcome. Bye-bye. You bet. Okay.
So when do you start working again? Monday?
No, I'm there tomorrow. It's
Yeah.
PD. When I'm
Oh,
there
yeah.
when the kids are in school.
Dude, that guy was nervous.
So fun paperwork, teacher type stuff.
Yeah. So like what happened was like Mateo came to construction class.
George, is it backed up here yet?
Oh, looks good.
And I was like,
Good.
yeah, David dressed up as the Akonsky. That was hilarious. There was like literally 5 or 6.
No, the parking lot bus down there.
Yeah. One dude had the straw hat with the paper. I wasn't sure if I could get in front of him or not. He was like a grade 11.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, this is this kind of looks like Kakuzu. Like a young Kakuzu.
Yeah.
Remember watch when I pulled out, but without the green eyes? On the yellow, go over the yellow line.
yeah,
I have to watch
I know
the
it.
scene, and I gotta watch to
Oh,
my
my
left.
Oh,
If somebody's turning there.
Some people like.
I'm so
Right?
honored. Dressed up as Unbelievable.
Some people should have dressed up as different. Oh, my uncle did Hitachi too. Yeah.
I told you if there's a fire in there, people die, they're gonna get sued.
Oh, wow. So where is it? It's like
It was so dumb.
You turn in here.
Oh, yeah.
Now the problem is, when this traffic is turning left to go in, there's also a line out there, and there's only one lane.
they need like a stop
I'm
light
gonna
or
start wearing my
something.
like doctor mask.
No, we gotta get them all
Traffic
transfer
light.
road.
Not even lying. So I'm just gonna go to the mall.
And the police aren't doing anything
so
about it.
fun.
They already know about it.
Where you heading to today?
Evergreen. Evergreen School.
Does a 52 go there, yeah?
Yes, it does. Yep. It goes in around the estate part of Evergreen.
But the shuttle buses are very jerky, eh?
Yeah.
My God, them little buses have put on the kilometers though, too. They use them every day though.
Yeah,
Some of them I've been on have had 550,000 kilometers on them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I will. I'll tell you. But this one's on Prime, and so is this one.
I hear they're keeping some of their diesel shuttle buses around because they use less and gas uses more. You'd think it would be the other way around. But the gas actually consumes more, so they have to get filled up a lot more.
They don't know if they got electric yet. That's why it's $86. But that'd be a good way to increase that. Why is it 16?
This bus is 19 years old, this one you're
How
on.
do you know that?
Research.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, George, guess what passed us?
What?
7701.
Okay, was that on the 11?
Might have been.
The 11 just went past.
I know.
Going back to Somerset, yeah. Because it turns here, yeah.
No, are you getting off here, Ethan?
No, we're riding back with you to Somerset.
Okay, thanks.
I hope he comes on. I hope he's our bus driver in the afternoon. My sister found that out.
Yeah, isn't that something? I got that oldest bus on my channel.
That's the best part. Nobody gets off.
Oh, but sometimes they all get on when school gets out. I've been on his bus when it's fully loaded, so.
You're welcome.
Got a lot more kids than I've seen.
You know what, if I was managing the transit system, if there was fully loaded buses for hours, I would put accordions on, that's for sure.
Yeah, but would you drive one?
I hear they're painful to drive in
Yeah,
the
I don't
winter.
think I would yet. Or going up a hill, turning a corner. Okay.
Imagine if Calgary Transit had a simulator video game, could manage my own transit system. It would be a lot more reliable. The train schedules would be very frequent. And eventually, in the video game, I would build more LRT lines for more accessibility around the city.
Yeah. I don't know, I think the bus service is pretty good, eh? The new train service they got, the bus service, it's like access the train service. Goes to the
The
main
rapid,
stop. Yeah, the rapid transit. Yeah. I've
But,
never been on one, but I've heard.
But what I would do, I would have more frequent schedules for that.
Yeah, that's one thing about COVID is the buses are not very frequent, eh?
But if I had a video game, I could run as many as I want. If ridership was really high, I would have to do that.
Like I think Sunday the 11 only goes like 5 hours, 6 hours.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds early.
It's like 6 goes around and that's it, and they're done.
And like routes like 150 aren't even running that day.
Oh, eh?
Point
That's
Trouder
yeah.
is 149. That's not running.
I like this new mask. This is a good one.
It's
Yeah.
Well, I got it capped at 3 for $5.
Oh,
George, I know you don't work on Saturdays, but does the 12 run all day?
Oh yes,
The
it
12
does.
is good, yeah. The 11, the 11
Those are shuttle buses.
But they're both hour-long service on the weekends.
yeah,
I think
that's,
is it half hour on Saturday or an hour? I know Sunday for sure.
yeah, that's,
Do they run shuttle buses on this one on weekend, right?
yeah, that's right.
Yep.
I never go out on the weekends just because service is so crappy. Unless it's Stampede, then they would have to have all big buses on.
Right.
I don't know how that's gonna look.
Yeah.
Oh, she's been living for 40 years, so you probably remember them Jimmy buses, eh? Them GMC Jimmy buses.
Right.
The ones with the really weird design. They were all high floor.
Oh, I don't remember it. But I would have been around when they were around.
George drove lots of them.
I don't know if I took the bus back then,
Yeah.
40 years ago. I might have been when it's more of a teenager.
I wonder if the company's stampede next year. Even if they get the vaccine, certainly there'll be a lot of people traveling.
Yeah, still.
It would really be iffy as to whether or not they can have it.
They have like a testing thing they're doing right now. I don't know how that's working out.
Oh, okay.
At the airports, they get like a 5-minute test they can do.
Oh, that's right, yes.
In Edmonton or whatever they have it.
Oh my god, I tried I tried to avoid the LRT during Stampede, eh?
Or hockey games. Yeah. I don't know. I think February will be all over in Denver. That's my prediction. February will be all over in Denver.
Hopefully, you know, this has really been testing me, you know.
Everybody, right?
Well, they showed on the news last night another restaurant went under in Calgary.
Yeah.
And the ranchmen say, did you see that
Yeah.
sled was stolen? Did you see that?
Yeah.
Wasn't that something?
Like how? For one, you know?
Like it's from the
wow.
movie.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be able to sell that.
The movie theaters aren't making a lot of money, right?
No. Not a lot of people are nowadays.
Yeah. Transit's gone back up a little more, which was good.
A little bit. But
Yeah.
they're still losing a lot.
Oh, I was gonna say they raised the rate. No, it's still 350.
Still 350. Boy, they better not raise it. Oh, man. This is a lot of rent. I mean, it's a good deal if you're going across the city.
I'm glad that you came in with this thing. They should have came in with this sooner. That thing,
Oh, yeah.
okay? They would have been good in March for sure.
Yeah.
George, so you're catching the game tonight, eh? The football?
Well, yeah. We'll see when I get home how it goes, because we're very crowded at our place, so I'd like to watch
Oh,
it.
still, eh? I thought
Oh,
they
still.
left this weekend.
Tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Actually, everything should be happening either tonight or tomorrow. The pod is coming in tonight so that they can start tomorrow morning as soon as they take possession. But I have to get up early to go to a wire thing. And tomorrow I'm going to get up at 7:30 in the morning to get out to Airdrie to take possession of the house, even though it's not mine. Everything's going through me because of my credit.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't believe I was sitting there talking with a lawyer. Oh my goodness. Early this morning. But she gave me $5 towards lottery tickets.
Well, there you go.
What time did you get up this morning?
Well, normally I get up around 10. But I was up at 8:30 this morning. Bye-bye.
I wonder how long, what time do they get up when they have to start at 4 o'clock? Must be 2, eh?
What's that?
Like when do they start, like when they start at 4 o'clock in the morning? The buses usually start at 4:20.
Oh, man, yeah. No,
Like what
those
time do
people-
they get up?
Oh, they gotta be up at least around 2:30 in the morning or so.
Because some of the big buses, they're due out of the garage at 4:30 in the morning and start their
Still
route.
gotta get up and, yeah.
What, George, speaking of that, what time did this one leave the garage?
Let's see, 5:27.
Yep. So these buses get at least 21 hours a day of driving.
Or pardon me, 4:52. It goes into service at 5:27. Left the garage at 4:52.
Yeah.
So 5 o'clock in the morning.
This is Vic, yeah?
Wow.
Vic Park.
And then there's so many drivers. You gotta be there early. So many drivers behind the bus.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was nice chatting with you.
Yeah, take care, hey?
Yeah. Stay warm, eh? It's a little more
the
chill.
wind, it's kind of windy. I didn't think it'd be as cold as this.
The wind's got a bite to it.
It does, yeah. I should wear my longer jacket. Yeah, they're crazy in the morning here. All these
Oh, I
folks are
can't
fast.
imagine. Wow.
Bye.
George, have a good weekend?
Yeah, great. We'll see you Monday.
Yeah.
Okay.
They must not have school tomorrow then.
No, she said they don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, something to do with getting the kids up early. She said they put the concentrating on the classes and not that much.
George, so when I see you next week, update me on how everything's going at your house, how the big move out went for them.
Yeah, well, my daughter-in-law said I might get that TV tomorrow. Might be able to get it tomorrow. That would be nice for the weekend.
So you're gonna go to bed a little earlier tonight since you have to be up early?
Well, I'm gonna try. I did not like going to bed until like 4 or 5 in the morning, but I was in bed around 2:30 this morning. But I had to get up early.
So you got about, what, 5 hours?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Which is okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll see. I'll probably be tired tonight.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll try and watch that football game and then go to bed. I like watching my game.
I'm like you, eh? I don't like going to bed early. I'm never good at that.
Well, I noticed there's quite a number of people that don't. And that's my quiet time. It's pretty quiet, the early morning hours, and I really enjoy that. I can do whatever I want.
And then you know what though? You gotta get up early too because you gotta get there by the time that's done. You get back from Airdrie, it'll be time to go get your bus and go to work.
That's right. And I gotta be careful we leave enough time in case there's an accident on the road. As traffic backs up.
Then you don't want to start your shift late, right?
Well, I can't.
Mm.
If I'm not there, somebody else gets the bus. I lose a day's pay.
Yeah.
I'm starting late. I gotta be there.
Yeah.
So, we'll see what happens. But hopefully everything goes smoothly.
But I mean, you should have plenty of time, right? When you get up and get there, get that done, get back, get ready for work, and you'll be off.
Yeah, that's right. And this is the last time I have to get up early with the exception of my teeth are hurting. So now I'm going to have to get a dentist appointment within the next month or 2 months. And I got to get up early for that. Because he doesn't work on Saturdays.
There's 11, George.
Yeah.
You were close. It's 21 that's on
Oh,
today.
yeah, that's right. 7721, that's right. Now I remember.
Have you driven that one before?
Oh, I believe once or twice.
How do you like that 77?
Yeah. That was a good bus. This one's okay, but it's just takeoff is a little weird.
It's probably because it's
Yeah, that's the oldest it ever. He said it's a 2001. This one's almost 20 years old. Oh, it's 19 years now. This is old.
Great workhorse, them 77s.
But even by transit standards, this one's just about ready to go. They only rebuilt the motor, I believe it's 3 times. 800,000 kilometers, they rebuilt the motor. They only do that 3 times. Which is understandable.
So you think it's gonna retire soon, this one?
Well, one would assume so, yeah. It depends on,
But if the motor's still running good, why not keep her,
hey,
eh?
we might see tomorrow. Let's not have a good weekend. Bye-bye. Yeah, that's right, Ethan. If you get one, like, if they've retired other buses and they have to keep this one for a while longer, because they gotta have X amount of buses on the fleet at all times, obviously.
So they keep the 77s running for as long as they can.
That's right.
7701 is gonna retire soon, I know that.
That's right. Yeah, no, some of them, you know, there's only a certain point in time you gotta say goodbye.
It's gonna be sad. I'm gonna miss these old things.
Yeah, well, that's it.
I've only started taking the bus really frequent again in July, but I must have been on 80, 77. about 50 to 60 77s.
Okay.
You know the O2s, they got a bit more life. The O2 77s.
Right.
We'll keep them for a little while.
They take care of it. Hi. Somebody in town got $1 million last night. On the guaranteed million on level 6.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. Good for them.
Yeah, lucky one.
That's why I picked up a couple of tickets. I didn't have a lot of 649 last night, but I got a couple for Saturday night, 3 actually.
I think it's 55 million.
6 million. It was carried over. On Saturday it'll be 6 million.
So you gotta get the engine cranked early in the morning tomorrow.
Oh boy, I tell you, I'm not looking forward to that. I'm not a morning person.
Well, you kind of are, but it's like when you're up, right?
Well, not really. I like to get up around 1 in the afternoon.
Once you get to work, you're fine, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. Once I'm getting up just around 10 o'clock in the morning now, and that's not too bad. And then that gives me an hour and 45 minutes before I have to leave the house.
Since I'm a little younger, I need quite a bit more sleep, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I can't run on 5 hours sleep like you can.
No.
And if I do, I feel like I can get sick easier, and I feel like my engine cannot go. Like, I feel like I'm gonna break down.
Yeah.
Because I'm so.
conditioned to 5 hours, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with that at all. In fact, I'm good. But not less than that. Not really.
How much longer would you give this bus to be in service?
Considering that it's a 2001, that's a pretty good question. You know, I would say, boy, within the next 2 or 3 years, one would assume that it's going to be going. I mean, when you start hitting 20 years, which is very shortly, if this is January 2001, and that's 2 months from now, and technically, if they can help it, they don't like to run them too much longer than 20 years.
But if they still can use them, if they still can use them, they must well, right?
Well, they might again, depending on the condition of the bus and the motor, they could probably use it as a fill-in if a bus breaks down, they could keep it for that.
Just like what they're doing with the rest of our old trains,
That's
right?
Yeah, exactly. Now that's an interesting thing too with those C trains. I heard just a few years ago, not that long ago, that they had to keep all the trains that they've got. They can't let any go.
Thank you, George.
You're welcome. I mean, they started in 1980, May of 1980, and I believe they still got those trains. Those cars.
Only a few of them left, though, eh? Over half of them are retired.
I was going to say, you'd think so. I mean, some of them are showing a lot of rust.
But all can still go if you use them once in a while.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Guess how long I would keep my old trains running if I could? 60 years.
Yeah.
But what I would do is I would refurbish them after 40.
Oh, there's another interesting thing. They tried that, Calgary Transit tried that about 15 years ago. They took a bus. They wanted to see if it was cheaper to refurbish it than to buy a new one. So they totally refurbished the bus, and it actually came out about $50,000 cheaper to refurbish it.
Yep. Is that what they did with our 77s too, right? They repainted them and stuff?
I believe so.
Some of them are still white though, eh?
Yeah. Well, you can tell when they repainted it. Looks good.
I really like the white ones though too, eh?
Yeah.
It reminds me of the 79s a little bit.
That's right.
But you can tell the difference in the grille and the back of the white 77s, you can tell the difference a
That's
little
right.
bit.
Yeah.
Like, you know, a lot of our 77s always have the bike rack. Some of our 79s don't.
That's right. This one does.
So who knows if you're gonna get your load today?
Get my what?
Your big bus load.
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. Yesterday I was right to the windshield.
Oh, were you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, I was, yeah. No, I was really loaded for some reason. I think I was a few minutes late because of that Bannister Road. So that didn't help. If you're late just a few minutes and another train comes in. So we'll see what it's like today. And
You know what? On Max Till, eventually they might put some of the 8000 series on, eh?
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying because these are always on Max Till, eh? These 77s.
Yeah.
But when they're eventually all gone, they'll probably use the 8000s. I'm just assuming.
All right. Yeah, you're right.
I wonder why they didn't have 7400s Calgary Transit.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
Or 73s.
Yeah,
They would all be gone now
that's right.
if there was such a thing.
All right. We're taking that game tonight.
It's gonna be so bad. I'm like, the Lance is just such garbage.
So, what are they? 1 win, 6 losses?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And there's the trade rumor, I think. Two possible destinations. I think Matt Ryan might be traded, and Julio Jones might be traded.
Yeah. Well, they were already out of the playoffs like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
We're 2 weeks ago, huh?
Well, the game of the week is gonna be interesting. Baltimore and Pittsburgh. It's gonna be a bloody battle.
Well, you know when you're 0-5, you're not going to be winning any games in the future. Almost none, anyhow. So your season's over. Well, 0-4 or 0-5.
The Pittsburgh and Baltimore game, the AFC rivalry game, that game has always been a bloody battle. It's been like basically injury after like those two defenses are wrong, and they literally hit you with
Yeah.
everything they've got. So does Pittsburgh.
Yeah. The only reason I think this game's tonight is to see how bad Atlanta is.
Hey, George, update me on that last week. Eh? I'm gonna catch some of it, so.
Oh, yeah. Well, that game tonight is Atlanta and
Carolina. I take Carolina. Matt Rule, Baylor's ex-head coach, he's good. He is good at coaching a team. There's a reason why they're 3-4.
Yeah, that's right.
Like,
Yeah, that's right.
there's a reason why Carolina won that game against the Saints.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
And Bridgewater, too. Teddy Bridgewater. George, you know of him?
Oh, BC.
But honestly, Robbie Anderson, I think Carolina would be a good fit. I remember all the years when he sucked it against the Jets organization.
Now there's a terrible team, the Jets.
Think about it. Le'Veon Bell got traded. Jets didn't even want Le'Veon Bell. The owner wanted a running back. The coach didn't. Robbie Anderson stuck in the Jets. Sam Darnold was all they had.
And then they played Flacco a couple games. He needs to retire.
He's average. He's average. He's
Yeah.
good at some games, but he's not good all the time.
When he has a bad game, he has a bad one. It's like 3 picks and 1 fumble.
And you thought that was bad. Think about how good Carolina is.
Yeah. Yeah.
are so good now because after since Cam Newton played them, they were good probably 2014, 2015, and then 2016 he just went downhill. And now with New England, he's just bad now. He's just not that good in New England anymore.
Oh, New England's in really rough shape.
And I think the Bills beat New England. I would love to see that. I would love to see Cam Newton struggle. But I think the Raiders take down Cleveland. Odell Beckham Jr. is not there. He tore his ACL, which is not a surprise.
Oh, did he tear his ACL?
Yeah.
Shoot, they're done.
Like, honestly, for 4 years in the NFL, Odell Beckham Jr. has done nothing for Cleveland. Like, he was with the Giants. He was Eli Manning's best weapon, but Eli Manning is not there anymore, and it's Daniel Jones. Odell Beckham Jr. hasn't been getting the targets he wanted with Daniel Jones, so he demands a trade. He goes to Cleveland, and now he realizes he's doing better. And then last year, he demanded he wanted to be traded. He did not want to be with an organization. He's been a bust for 4 years. He hasn't been, he hasn't been targeted enough. So and now this year he tore his ACL. He hasn't been the same receiver.
Oh man.
So he's done for the season.
You have just Jarvis Landry and Rashad Higgins. I'm like, that guy's just not as good as.
George, did you feel that? You took right off there.
Yeah.
And honestly, I hope the Seahawks bounce back because you take a loss from Arizona, that's just not good.
Oh, that's right.
And now you're facing another divisional game, which is the 49ers. Like Seahawks, Russell Wilson is going to remember what San Francisco did to Seattle last game when Russell Wilson was in the red zone. He was almost about to score. He didn't even score on 4 downs, and they lost the game. But Russell Wilson is going to remember what happened that game. It's going to be a revenge match.
Yeah. That's right.
Anyway, George, I'll be back on a little later.
Oh, okay. Where are you gonna go now?
Maybe 15 or something.
Okay.
But you know the one quarterback I do not trust to play good in this game? Phillip Rivers. I do not trust Phillip Rivers
That's right.
to play good against Detroit.
That's so true.
Like, the guy's like 37 years old. The guy should just retire. You're not Brady. You're not Peyton Manning.
No, that's right.
Exactly. Thanks for the ride, George.
You're very welcome.
Good talking to
Oh,
you.
nice talking with you.
I don't know where I'll be, but I'll be at some location waiting for
Okay.
you.
And you know what? Tampa is going to smack the Giants around Monday night.
Yeah. Thank you. You're very welcome.
Thanks.
Oh, you're very welcome. Okay, you take care.
I'll see you later, eh?
Okay, Ethan.
Bye.
Bye.